gonna rain.
Well, is there any rain left, Julie, after yesterday?
Oh, yesterday was horrendous, wasn't it? It was a real disaster because all of a sudden we had horrendous rain, and then Mark went to get out the hatch. Did he tell you? Whacked his head on the hatch, split it open, and it was like, oh my god.
I'll do the lock. I'm waiting for the lock, Peter.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm also filling with water. It's going to take an age, so I might as well
Oh, okay, you sure?
kill 4 birds with one.
Thank you to the lovely subscriber who helped us down Shiplake Lock.
So we're moored up at Henley-on-Thames, got a nice mooring here, and I'm going to head into Henley to the train station where I'm going to get the train back to Reading, then walk from Reading to Sonning where the car is, and then bring the car to here. My turn today, Mark's turn was the other day, so let's go. So nearly made it to Henley. It's taken about 10 minutes walk, it's not too far. Going to go over the bridge and then find my way to the train station, and you'll notice all the flags are at half mast at the moment because unfortunately our Queen died yesterday, and so all the church bells started to ring at 12 o'clock today, and they're going on and off throughout the day, so we might catch them as well. Made it into Reading, now to walk back along the towpath of the Thames back towards Sonning where the car is. So I made it back, got to the car at Sonning, driven back here now and just making my way back to the towpath and back to the boat. If only that was our boat. This boat is huge. This is our setup, waiting for tonight's Patreon meetup.
Yeah, our first one, so it's probably going to go completely wrong. It already has been a stressful start to the evening because both computers' cameras, for some reason, weren't working. We couldn't get them to switch on, even when we used the Zoom test meeting setting. So we've now resorted to using our camera that we use for filming with a special little device which is designed for live streaming, and it turns it basically into a live stream camera. Hopefully it'll work.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We're being followed by hot air balloons. So after finishing one exhibition, I am now driving down to my next one. I've got to get to North Somerset today. You can see in the back all my paintings that I'm going to be delivering, and this is going to a gallery called the Secret Gallery, which is going to be in Gloucester I'm dropping the paintings off to North Somerset to my friend Mandy's house, and she'll be taking them on to Gloucester later on in the week. Now, Mandy paints on feathers, so when I get to hers I will see if she's got some available so that I can show you what she does. They're quite amazing. Let's go. Journey's going to be a couple of hours. I've got an audio book that I can read, that I can listen to, not that I can read. So it should be quite a nice journey. Not what you need after a long day. Queues and queues and queues, and we're not moving at all. Just moving off of our mooring that we had for a couple of days at Henley on Thames, and saw another hot air balloon. I think they are following us because everywhere we seem to go there's a hot air balloon trying to land. We're going on to Hambledon Lock now. It'll be our first lock of the day. We're hoping to get to either Bourne End or Cookham today, but it gets very busy there and we do need to get there by 11 o'clock really to get a space. Don't think it's going to be possible. We might end up at Bourne End. We'll just wait and see. But what I do know is I do need to come back on the train and get the car, because tomorrow I am down in Hampshire doing an art demonstration. It's all go. We've just come out Hurley Lock. Don't know if you can hear that bird call, but it's a red kite that's up above us at the moment. You may hear it. We've just come through Hurley Lock. That's all sorted. We did rubbish, we did the toilets, and now we are heading on. I've got a feeling it's Marlow Lock next, but I might be wrong. Let's see how far we can go. We know we probably definitely wouldn't be able to moor in Marlow. So we're not even going to try. So I got it wrong. The last lock wasn't going to be Marlow. It was actually Temple Lock. And there was no lock keepers on. A very tight squeeze.
Very tight squeeze. There was about inch and a half, maybe 2 inches between the boats. It was a narrow boat and us breasted side by side. And I think the guy was a bit worried, wasn't he, that we were going to hit his boat, but we didn't. We got in and it was good. Managed to get 4 boats in the lock.
But it's always better to have a lock keeper there, just, you know, to be aware of the safety. There was another guy who volunteered to do the lock for us, who was on a narrowboat, and he was an experienced guy as well. So he knew that if we gave the sign to stop, he'd have to stop all the paddles and then refill it again. But it all went really well. Progress report on the chilies. Look at these.
Scotland's first ministers described the Queen as the
Okay, so before anyone says your pram cover needs replacing, we know we just can't afford it because it's so expensive. Anywhere between £3,000 and £7,000 depending on who you use, and that's £3,000 and £7,000 that we just don't have. So for the time being, we have to maintain what we've got. Julie's decided it's time for a spring clean just as winter approaches.
Trying to get rid of all the black mould on here because that's really dangerous and not very good for your health. So, but you can see Mark has taped it all up, all the cracks. There's a few more that need doing, and I don't know. I don't think this is going to last this winter. I'd be shocked. Do you think?
I think it'll last this winter, but it won't last next.
Do you think?
Mm-hmm.
This is a big job. Held together by bungees and rope. That dreaded time of year when Mark is going to sweep the chimney.
Indeed. Always a joy.
Are you actually going to remember to take a photograph to make sure you know where all the bits are going to go?
Well, I hope so. That's sort of your job, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, Mrs. Organisation. Okay, I'm going to take the first one out. You ready?
Hold on, let's take a photo.
Well, they all look the same.
Let's have a look inside anyway. Show me.
Should be fairly straightforward, really. Not that it is.
Bert is inspecting.
Excellent.
Now Ernie is.
these are the bits that are tricky.
Right, remember what side it goes.
So it goes that side.
It's confused already.
I am confused.
Confused already. Okay.
That side.
Surely, if you're taking them out from the right, do they not go on the right side?
That is on the right side.
Well, it looks like the left side to me.
That's because you haven't seen what I'm putting on the left side, have you? Loads.
Considering that was swept not that long ago, actually.
Yeah. Wasn't that long ago. So, that was relatively painless. So the fire bricks are back in, although looking a bit cracked. The baffle board at the top is in. So all we need to do now is put the other ones back in.
We're all in the bedroom. Because the dogs are frightened of the fireworks, aren't you? Hmm? You a bit frightened as well, Bets?
You stop coughing.